Good morning. Abstinence. Experience strength and hope from members of Overeaters Anonymous. This is titled Plugging the Dam. 3 weeks ago, I found myself in relapse again. My eating was out of control, and I felt as if I was drowning in food. The scariest part was that I had no idea when or why it started. I didn't make a conscious decision to start using food again. It just happened. But I stopped doing my footwork, and I hadn't been to an OA meeting in a month due to a vacation and cockiness. My abstinence had been going so well. What did I need to go to a meeting for? What I did was like taking my finger out of a hole in a dam. The hole got bigger and bigger as I decided it was okay to eat certain foods that weren't a part of my abstinence. In other words, my binge foods. Eventually, the dam burst and I was awash in food. The sick part of my brain took over. I had trouble remembering that I had a disease. If I could eat just one of a certain binge food, my thinking went, then surely I was a normal eater. Now I know that the controlled eating of just one leads to the uncontrolled eating of many more. Eventually, my abstinence is gone and I'm back into my illness. This relapse scared me enough to examine why I couldn't or wouldn't turn my abstinence and program over to my higher power. I asked myself, what have I got to lose by believing that a power greater than myself can take my food addiction and restore me to sanity? My answer, I'd lose the food, how I wanted to eat it, and when. I realized then how strong my illness is. I wasn't willing to give up the food, and I had decided that I wouldn't like the new life my higher power would make for me. I understood how sick it was to decide I didn't want to be restored to sanity and abstinence because I thought I knew what the outcome could be. In reality, I have no idea what recovery will be like. I know it can't be worse than the pain and call them, worse than the pain and insanity of this last relapse. I prayed for willingness and decided I had nothing to lose except excess food. By believing my higher power could and would restore me to sanity, I became willing to make daily food plans and call them into my food sponsor. At, at this point, I'd been in OA a year and had never been willing to call in my food plans. I enjoyed deciding what I wanted to eat right before I can't read, forgive me. I enjoyed deciding what I wanted to eat right before my meals. I realized that I'd gotten a lot of excitement from eating what I wanted right at the moment. But the willingness to call in my food came from my higher power. This has been a hard year. After my first 7 days of abstinence, I remembered that I'd been an incest victim as a child. For a long time, I used my pain as an excuse to overeat, with the rationale that I had to use anything I could to get through these painful, fearful days. Reading Journey Through Deception in the Brown Book helped me more than I can say. It taught me that if I want to get well, I can't use the pain of my childhood as an excuse to overeat. Food doesn't help the pain, it buries it. To recover, I must feel all of my feelings. To do that, I must be abstinent. I am willing to go to any lengths to remain abstinent. I'm going to OA meetings, reading OA literature every day, and talking with my food sponsor every night. I'm still scared of relapse, so I'm praying to my higher power and continuing to turn my will and my life over every day. So I'm hearing a huge suggestion in there, a couple. I keep talking about calling my sponsor, and I don't do it. So I am not working today. This is a unusual. I don't usually have Wednesdays off, so I'm planning on going skiing and then going to a meeting tonight, bringing a newcomer. So I have a day planned. I haven't specifically done a food plan yet, but I'm gonna do that when I'm done here. But I'm gonna call my sponsor before I leave the house today. Just do it. It's so it's I mean it is the insidiousness of this disease that we can tell ourselves we're going to do something and then it feels like we've done it. And when I say we, I mean me. I'm going to turn that W over and take responsibility. This is me and my insanity. So I have a tendency, I have a character defect of thinking and saying something that I'm going to do, and then that gives me the feeling of having done it, and then I don't do it. For example, I need to make an amends today. I uh, was getting massages through insurance, and there was an insurance glitch, and so there was some money that needed to be paid out of my pocket that I've let roll and roll and roll and roll and roll. And I've seen the letters, and I just put it aside. And finally, the massage therapist called me and said, "Hey, look, the chiropractor has taken this money out of my money, so please call and take care of this." Right? So I got to do that today. But I've been looking at those letters, and I've been thinking, "Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that," and I don't do it. So again, my art of procrastination is emboldened by my thinking I've done it or I'm going to do it. So therefore, I can think that it's done. Like, well, I have a feeling like it's been done. So just take responsibility and do the do. And I'm really good at doing a lot of good, healthy stuff on a regular basis. So I'm not gonna beat myself up for this one. I'm just gonna take care of the one that's in my awareness today. Take care of the massage therapist's money due and get it off of her plate so she can think about something else. And call my sponsor. Do the food plan and do it. Um, so funny. I hope I do it. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, have a great day.